draw our design on our arm, we are going to, see you've got this spacing here from the back piece. And if we just put our arm here, we've got a gap.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to measure this distance here, which is 1.5, and we're going to draw that. It's 1.5 by 1, and we're going to draw that right here and cut it out, and then this will slip in, and that gap will be filled, and then
we'll cut it.
And then we'll draw the design on the arm. So we decided on an arm design, I think. You like this arm design? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I just rounded off this end and put a little notch in it. You know. Okay. And I beveled this end here and this end here. Since this is angled, your backrest, so it fits flush here.
Alright.
And just gave it round so it doesn't look square there. And round here. And that's what that arm's going to look like. Just a little bit different design than this one. You know.
Brand new kitchen.
Brand new kitchen. This house hasn't even been lived in yet, and it's local priced right.
Still living in Ecuador, 5 adults on less than $1,000 a month and living well in Ecuador. And, you know, check out the house we rent for $250 a month. Because there's no reason to come to a country like Ecuador and spend $600 to $1,000 a month in rent, several times people's wages. We're still paying $250 a month for our rent.
This is our video on 15 great things that we like about Cuenca. Now, everyone in the family, Frank, me, Brandon, Angelo, and Alex are all going to name 3 things that they really like about Cuenca. So what is your 3 greatest things that you like about Cuenca, Ecuador?
I mean, the weather is fabulous. Not to mention that, you know, there's stuff growing in the garden that I didn't even plant.
We might confuse people because one of my annoyances was the weather. I didn't like it, and you're saying how good the weather is. Let's talk about that a little bit.
When we're out, there's no feeling of coldness or chilly or...
That's right, because we've been walking around this afternoon.
Walking around and it feels good. And you're not breaking a sweat, you're not having to hide your face from the sun because it's so hot or anything like that. It's not, you know, I mean, the weather is even. It's even and everything. And we have a lot of updating to share, and that's why we're making this video. My second annoyance when we first arrived 4 years ago was how bad the internet was, and it was very bad as we previously described. But I'll tell you right now, Etapa has done a 100% improvement. I mean, they come out when they say. Now back then they didn't. They'd say they'd come out and then they didn't. You know, we've had them out several times because of interference from the weather, and they come out when they say. Somebody calls back and confirms or verifies whether somebody has come here, whether they've repaired it, the internet, and so they're a lot more professional. I have to give a 2 thumbs up to Etapa. They don't misunderstand. This has nothing to do with any other parts of Ecuador, especially the coast, where the infrastructure has got its...
And my other thing is all of the people that we have talked to and all of the blogs, every single one of them have said that the weather's perfect here. The weather's perfect here. The weather is not perfect here.
It's an opinion though.
Okay.
Well, hold on a second. Now, if you're coming from the point of view of, like in the States where you've got your central heat and your central air, you know, springtime weather is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because you've got central heat. The thing about it here is
they
tell you that the weather's perfect, and therefore the houses have no, and they tell you that there's no, you don't need heat here, and you don't need air conditioning. So therefore, the houses don't have central heat, and they don't have central air. But when it's 40 degrees at night, or even 45, and the next day is cloudy and the sun doesn't come out, which happens here for weeks at a time, the house does not warm up. And most of the houses don't even have fireplaces. I've been wearing this, what do you call this? Flannel all day. This is normal in the house. Now, it's fine, I'm comfortable. But I'm just telling you, some people are chilly, like my wife, and you know, she's a lot more uncomfortable than I am. I mean, I'm fine. How much the rent is?
You can.
How much is the rent?
It's $200 a month.
$200 a week?
$200 a month.
Oh, a month?
A month.
Okay. Is that a typo or a wordo?
No.
How many bedrooms?
It's 3 bedroom and 2 bath.
Okay.
With this terrace, which, I mean, look at the view. I have a view of the mountains and the city, and the river is over there. I get to hear the water running, and it's just beautiful.
Amazing.